So before this video starts, this video took me ages to make, so if you could please leave a like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and without further ado, enjoy the video. Let me quickly paint a picture for you. It's 2020 and you're still playing Garden Warfare 2, but the fact is, around this time there are still updates coming out, except this will be the last update for the game. You don't know what will be in the final update, but here's what I would wish for if this ever actually came true. Also, this would definitely never come true because it's not 2020. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. At number 1, I feel like this would go to 2 legendary characters. Now, I would say all characters should get a legendary, but I don't think they would do this even in an update, because they could be leaving this for Garden Warfare 3 if that ever happens. So, here are my 2 characters that I think should get legendaries. At number 1, I think that Cactus should definitely get a legendary, because this would make people pick Cactus a lot more, and definitely Engineer, because he's not really good outside of Turf Takeover. I decided to design my own characters, so here they are. The legendary Cactus will have 175 health, body damage is 50 damage, speed is normal, and damage per headshot is 100. The legendary meter will be called I Spy, and this is what it will do. You gain quite a lot of health, your damage increases by 15, you get really fast, and you get insta-kills for every headshot you do. Next is the Engineer, and I think it looks pretty good, but doesn't make sense with the whole Engineer vibe, which is what Max pointed out. So anyway, here it is. So if you're asking yourself, how does this not fit the Engineer vibe, it's mainly because all the Engineers variants have a job, I guess, or job related. Anyway, let's quickly get into the stats. The stats is that it has 6 body damage, does 6 damage a body shot, 175 health, is quite slow, does 15 damage a headshot, and its gun is like a citron beam, which is, I think is pretty good for a engineer. But what do you guys think? Now let's talk about its legendary meter called Primal. This will bring out a different timeline version of the engineer that we're on about, because I was always thinking about a timeline design. His stats are pretty good. I will just keep them up because I don't really want to keep talking about the stats, because I want to get this video moving on. But if you want to see the stats, they'll be in the description anyway. So yeah, anyway, let's go on to number 2. Now let's talk about abilities. We didn't get too many abilities in this game. We got way more variants than we did abilities, which is kind of sad because I did want to see some new abilities, and so here I made 4 of them. Except I asked Max which ones did he think was the best, which 2 from both sides. And he chose some pretty good ones, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, here they are. So he picked the Ankle Whirlpool, which is the name I'm giving it, and I think it's a pretty good one if you read the stats, which will be obviously in the description if you want to read it after the video, during the video. I think it's some pretty good stats. You guys can change it if you guys want to like use it in whatever way, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good one. Next we have the Primal Potato Mine. Obviously I think it's a pretty good one. The stats are pretty good. I'll just quickly read them out. Having a decent amount that you have to pay for the ability, it's got some really good stats, like probably some of the best Potato Mine stats in my opinion, but obviously it's not real, so it'll probably never be real, but it's pretty cool. Let's go to number 3. Now I just want to quickly talk about maps. Well, only one map in particular, and this would be for a Team Vanquish map. And before you say they probably wouldn't do a map, I think they would do this one because they've already got it in like Town Hall modes and stuff. And that being the backyard itself. Now I think this would be a really good Turf Takeover, not Turf Takeover, you get what I mean, Team Vanquish map. And honestly, I'm surprised they didn't actually add this to the real mode. Honestly, this was quite a short rant, but I just kind of wanted to talk my opinion on me thinking that would be a good concept for Garden Warfare 2. So what do you guys think? So for number 4, I feel like this is a really cool idea for a mode. Now this one's about modes, and I guess we're going to be talking about 2 of them, but in my opinion, this one definitely deserves a spotlight. a gnomes versus dinos or cats. I don't really know which one they would choose. I don't know if they would. I think this is what would completely make this map a bit weird. Anyway, it's pretty much Juggernaut, except there is one dino or cat, and the rest are gnomes. That's pretty much it, but I feel like that would be a really cool mode for, well, not for obviously a permanent mode, but obviously a town hall mode. I think the next cool mode would be definitely hide and seek. This one would be really cool because the zombies would be the seekers, while the plants will be obviously the hiders. There'll be only one seeker, but as the round progresses, every time someone gets caught, they go onto the seeker's side. Now, obviously, they can choose what zombie they want to be, and the plants can choose what plant they're going to be. Obviously, they're most likely going to want to be a pea shooter, but you can't shoot other than the zombies. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's a cool mode for the town hall event. But anyway, that's it for modes. And finally, we have balance changes. So this one's probably going to take the most time, so I'm just going to quickly go through some of them that are the major ones. The main balance change I want to talk about is the Turbo Twister only doing 2 damage. I would personally buff it up to 4, so it's doing a lot more, because at the time, I think at the moment it's only doing 16 damage the entire time it's on and activated if you're hitting it all the time. So doing 4 damage would definitely be way better. Maybe nerf the speed on it, so then it's a little slower, but like that would probably balance it out. Another change I'd make is to get rid of the shield, kind of recharge, not the actual shield, get rid of its recharge, and instead of a recharge, it should be every 5 kills. Okay, maybe I'm being a little too harsh, maybe every 3 kills or so, but like, because the shield is really, really good. And obviously, if you're using the shield all the time, it's going to be very, very, very good. Saying that though, it could be easier to get 3 kills in the recharge time, so who knows, but yeah. I would also make it so corn strikes and butter strikes, or butter, I don't really know what it's called, actually go through roofs, why did I say it like roofs, I don't know, but, just make them go through roofs. Like, there's so many maps now with roofs, and just makes cactus and corn pretty much useless. Well, with their abilities anyway. Anyway, that's another change I'd make. Also, do that with the pirate, please, obviously, because that would just make drones and also corn a lot better. This isn't really a balance change. It's just kind of a personal, like, opinion of mine. We should definitely, and I mean definitely, get an icon for the party imp. Like, why is it just regular imp? I get it, it's the regular imp like model with party stuff. Why can't you just do that with the, you know, with the regular texture? Like, come on. Nerf the barrel's, nerf the barrel speed, but increase its explosion range. Not by a lot, obviously, just enough so it's balanced, because being able to just outspeed people is very annoying in this game, especially in an instant kill barrel. I mean, yes, you can kill him, but it's quite hard due to the damage reduction, so you know. Nerf the speed, increase the explosion range. Might solve it. And finally, get rid of air burrows.